talk to me a bit about the mind or the mindset of an athlete. What are some of the differences that you see that make an athlete successful, not only like from the high school level, but as they progress up the ladder into university or college to other just extraneous sports?
I'd say the biggest thing is balance, which is not a common thing you would think of, but what I mean by balance is they understand where each aspect in their life has its place, and they place the appropriate amount of intent or intention on those. So a lot of people think, like, for example, the whole thing with basketball is like, oh, you gotta grind, you gotta be shooting 1,000 balls a day, you gotta be doing this and doing this. And while that's sweet, like, you need to be resting, you need to be, eating, you need to be, doing strength training, and as a student athlete, you need to be going to class. So I find that the most successful athletes are the best time managers. They know, okay, I'm gonna be in the gym today for an hour, and I'm gonna put my whole heart into that. I've got practice later, sweet. I'm gonna make time for studying. I'm going to make time for friends. I'm gonna make time to relax and recover so that next week I can do it all over again instead of digging my hole deeper and deeper until pretty much I'm injured or lose the motivation to play. So I find that the most successful athletes, while yes, they are genetic freaks and it's like they can, pretty much do whatever they want and they'll be good, they have a good sense of balance in knowing how much to train, how much to rest. They have a good sense of their body. Yeah. They listen, they're very coachable. So when I tell them to rest, they rest. When I tell them to push, they push, those kind of things. Right. And so they understand that life is not sport. Even if they want to play pro sports and that is their goal, they understand that there's this big pyramid of, sleep and nutrition and training and practice, and, then the specific stuff comes in order to get you to the peak, and they place the appropriate amount of emphasis on each.
Nice. So good. Time management. I never would have put my finger on that one right away, but
it's something you don't think of. Like, even me growing up, it was like, oh, I got to train harder. Like, if you're training 4 hours a week, I'm training 6. You're training 8, I'm training 10. Whereas what we're kind of realizing now with a lot of research on recovery and the importance of sleep and nutrition and all those things is, yes, training hard is good, but one thing that a lot of coaches have said is you need to outsleep your opponents. You need to out-eat your opponents. Not necessarily in quantity, but like in quality, unless you're playing football or rugby or something. But other than that, it's you need to do the little things better than your opponents, because everybody's training hard. Like, show me a university soccer team that's not training hard. Like, if they aren't, then they're not going to be successful. But everybody's training hard. Everybody knows that part. Yeah. But the real successful teams and the real successful athletes are the ones that understand that it's a huge, wide range and that they place the appropriate amount of emphasis